Hello everyone, this evening we are at the Gabba. You join us for this T10 between the Brisbane Heat and the Perth Scorchers. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the irrepressible David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. Earlier I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it's pretty apparent even before you take a proper look that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. Gorgeous clear weather and no threat of any rain.
Thanks, David. It's time for the toss. Let's join them pitch side to see who'll be batting first.
The captain showing a lot of confidence in their bowling attack with that decision. The opening batters will be feeling very confident looking at this wicket.
Nisa has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Beaten on the drive.
Bowling.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly, just couldn't get the drive away.
Nicked it. Loud shout. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yeah.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. There'll be one run here for them.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
4 runs added in that over. The Scorchers are 4 for 1. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Waiting.
Really good shot there.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Middle that one. Great timing.
In the end, a very simple shot. Lets the ball come onto the bat and cuts it away for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The Scorchers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Yes.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowler.
Good return there, back from the deep. Puts in a slightly shorter ball and it seems so early. Got onto the back foot so quickly and just pushes it away behind square.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yep.
Huge edge. That's
Keeper.
great fielding. That ball was flying. End of the over. 9 off it. The Scorchers are 23 for 1. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yes.
Great shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4. Driven away nicely.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Gone. Played all around
Nice
it.
bowling.
It It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Marsh, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yes.
They'll get at least one. Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Evans won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
9 runs added in that over. The Scorchers are 32 for 3. Steckety, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Waiting.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Knocked him over, the in-swinger right up in the block hole.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Finds the edge. That's the over. The Scorchers are 40 for 4. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Right there.
Good timing, but good bowling to make it difficult to score.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Gets back in time, a good decision against taking the risky second run.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Just threw the shot too early.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting. Brilliant diving stop.
Marsh shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Time that perfectly.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Going with pace now.
A juicy delivery like that on leg stump isn't going to be missed by this batter. They just put it away.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Wildermuth shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Right off the middle of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Right there. Yep.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
21 runs added in that over. The Scorchers are 84 for 4. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Right there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Yep.
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Great work from these two. Really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Lynn, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
End of the over, 16 runs coming from it. The Scorchers are 100 for 4. Wildermuth to bowl the last over. misses everything.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Waiting.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep.
Edged. There'll be one run here for them. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Can't get that outside the ring field. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Drives and misses everything.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Catch it.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Turner has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
14 runs added there. The Scorchers are 114 for 4. And the innings comes to an end. The Heat will need 115 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yep.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Super shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait there.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Great nut.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Labuschagne takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Over. The Heat are 12 for 1. Richardson coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Waiting. Yep.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keeper.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Wait there.
Waited on it. Great shot down to third man. Should be 4.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
Huge edge.
Keeper.
The Heat weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Straight to the fielder.
Wait.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Beaten on the drive.
Good areas, buddy.
That looks like an attempt to drive that one away, but poor timing and missed everything.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper.
Hazlitt gets off the mark.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
More decisive running may have gotten them too. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Go in, buddy.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky not to chip it straight to the fielder.
4 runs added there. The Heat are 28 for 2.
Waiting.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Great night.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
Off the edge, could be 4.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yes.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Hit bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters.
Yep.
Nicely played.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, The reward will eventually come.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Yes. Catch it.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah.
Well played. Capitalised on the loose delivery on the leg side.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
Super catch.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yeah.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Yes. Keeper.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single. Marsh just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Right there. Yes.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Cooper comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Bowling, buddy.
Duckett will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
couldn't get it through the field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
That's the over. The Heat are 68 for 4.
Yep.
Cooper gets off the mark.
Yes.
Plays it nice and late. Might beat them to the third-man boundary.
Managed to get it fine and it trickled away to the boundary. Just waited on it nicely.
Turner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep, yep.
Massive edge.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Drives and misses everything.
Great.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Misses everything.
Good areas, buddy.
Well, it was an almighty heave coming down the wicket. You might never have found it if they'd connected.
End of the over. The Heat are 75 for 4.
Yep, yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Good balance, really good balance to transfer the weight and stay on top of the ball.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out.
Well bowled.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep, yep.
Immaculate timing there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Marsh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Marsh is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there. Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Richardson with the ball in hand again.
That's it.
Gone. It's a good catch.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yes.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a certain run out.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. Hardy given the job here to bowl the last over of the innings.
Nisa shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Finds the fielder with that shot. There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
Wildermuth is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yes.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Wildermuth takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Last ball. Either side have a chance. Listen to the crowd. It's electric in the ground.
Waiting.
Good catch. Out.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. Wow, what a final over. You feel it could have gone either way, but this bowling attack kept it tight enough and got the deserved win.